a young adult's thing that's probably going to. Let me put it this way: the poster for this or the thumbnail for this just makes me go, nope. and run in the other direction. I'm like, nope, this is going to be a whole bunch of attractive teenagers being extremely stupid and angsty, and I want none of this. And Holly, tell me something to assuage my prejudices.
I will do so. Well, I've opened the IMDb entry to make sure that I actually vaguely remember what any of them are called, because I find it very difficult to differentiate between blonde people. Says
They're called
she being a
Joey,
blonde person.
Pacey, Dawson.
Exactly. I mean, at least this isn't as bad as whichever series it was where I could only identify people as generic white boy. So, this does a little better than that, if only
It
because
has
the
some
young people
girls.
look slightly different as well. So the premise is that a 17-year-old girl arrives on her family island in the Hamptons, where they spend their summer with her wealthy grandparents and her mother and her mother's sisters, all of whom have houses on this island. They are clearly very, 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 very rich, and then a bit more rich. And the summer before, she had had an accident, and nobody will talk to her about what had happened. So she knows that she was very badly hurt. She spent a very long time in hospital, but the circumstances of it are unknown to her, which is a very weird way to begin and to continue anything. So there she is on the island with her cousins and her friend, who was the son of one of the aunts. No, the nephew of one of the aunt's
I'm guessing that she
boyfriends.
doesn't remember anything.
She remembers her family. She knows who
Okay.
all of them are,
So
and
she
she
got
remembers
so she got
part of
attacked and
that.
she has some sort of amnesia.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she remembers part of the summer, but then there comes a point that she can't remember. So there she is with her two cousins of the same age, and the potentially love interest, whose name I have, Gat. That's it. And they are reuniting, having not seen each other all year, as are the aunts who had not seen each other in a while, and they are at this, let's say, this very wealthy family who are all played off against each other by the patriarch. Father
Holly,
of these three very attractive blonde women, played by people we all know. There's Caroline from Vampire Diaries and things. So there's Mamie Gummer.
oh yeah, yeah, Meryl Streep's daughter.
Yes, so it's a surprisingly good cast. Yeah, Candice King.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
David Morse.
Holly, you're doing a very good job of explaining this TV show, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I am already
They've got
losing
no idea.
interest
No,
because
but
I'm
so
like this.
basically,
This
it
sounds like
is an
I know
ongoing.
exactly what this show is.
It is, but it's basically an ongoing unpicking of what happened and trying to remember and work out what happened the summer before and what the things she is not being told are,
So
or maybe
teenagers do
being
Memento.
told. It's yes, not dissimilar. So it is not profound, unsurprisingly, but it is surprisingly quite watchable, and I actually enjoyed it. It was not, it's not brilliant. But it's reasonably compelling. I did want to find out what had happened. I
Yep.
did manage to actually care about some of the characters, which was impressive because I assumed I wouldn't. And there are sort of some twists and turns of people's personalities and who they are and why they act as they do, and the obligatory bit of racism because towards the non-white characters, and
Yep.
social justice awakening and so on and so forth. All terribly predictable, but also you know
Yeah.
it very much did what it said on the tin.
Yeah.
You sort of can't say very much about it apart from rich people, rich teenagers not knowing what had happened. Um, It's the sum total grand
So,
excitement of it.
so how many stars would you give it?
I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay.
I was debating a high 2. It's really a low 3, but it is worthy of. Um, if you've got plenty of time on your hands and you've not got round to doing as I am now doing and catching up on 4 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, it will pass the time. And wish me luck. I am
Yeah.
halfway through the first series I'm catching up on.
Of Grey's Anatomy.
It's going to take a while.
You do like your self-flagellation in a TV show, don't you? You do like that. But all right, okay.